Oh, I thought you were gonna talk. I'm like, was waiting.
Go.
You cleared your throat, and I was waiting. I was waiting. Oh my goodness, it's Lemon and Pim. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's us.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I just.
It's me, Pimpsky.
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 I lied. I said I was ready. I wasn't ready. Oh, here we go. That was easy.
You weren't ready?
I forgot
this whole time?
I forgot to pop out your chat. Listen.
Oh,
Listen.
I did that before I even got on call with you. That's how prepared I definitely was today.
Mans was ready for this collab. Hi,
well,
Ocean Wave!
Was he though? Was he?
Well, spiritually, yes. Physically, no.
Spiritually.
Yeah. That's
the body is not willing, but
that's such a like just that we had that experience because we happened to plan this in the overlap week between our daylight savings times is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's such a rare problem, I feel like, to have.
I've become so trusting of
but
the
congratulations on being
auto,
right.
like time converter that I was like, it's never led me astray before. Here, we're starting at this time.
That's
hey,
really crazy. Hi, Ren! Oh my goodness. The gang's all here. It's so fun to see so many, just as an aside, it's so fun to see so many lemon badges in my chat now because of that random person who came in and dropped 17 subs. Just
oh shit, yeah.
That was so crazy. I can't get over it.
Before I forget.
Goodness. Thanks.
So welcome.
I'm seeing if we can actually clutch this because Twitch added a thing now where you can extend the time for challenges, which is so nice, honestly, because it was so sad when challenges were like time out just because like maybe
they would just drop off, yeah.
Well, or like you had to cancel a week of streams and then you just didn't have the time for people to redeem it, and then it was like, oh damn. But now you can like extend it, and that's so nice. But I still feel like we could clutch this. I don't know. I feel like we could clutch this.
I might well be able to.
I feel like we could clutch this.
Is it 2,000 points?
We're like almost 75%.
People get really generous.
I feel like we could clutch it. But yeah.
4 days too. That's a good amount of time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute.
Are you excited for the end of BOKURA?
I'm so excited for the end of BOKURA. You need to invite me to a game unless you already did that. Oh my goodness, it's bikes.
Oh, no,
it's Bikesy.
I haven't even opened it yet.
Oh, you opened my chat and not the game. Okay.
Listen.
Okay. I don't know why I'm being roasted.
Do you want to know why I opened your chat? I was just like, this is one of those rare opportunities where I can get first or right in Lemon's chat. So I opened up your chat and I was like, I'm going to be as prepared as I possibly could.
But then you didn't.
And you know what? The ADHD just kicks in. Completely forgot about that. I'm sitting here. I don't even have my stream title ready. I don't have the game ready. You're not on call. And I'm like, why did I open this first? That's dumb.
Oh
Stupid
my goodness. Wow.
Who did get first? Who beat me to it?
Benighted. Benighted got first.
You're my enemy now, but now you're not really.
I feel like some people were like primed for first because we had to delay it a little bit. So like they were ready. They were here and ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Also, hi, Am.
Hello,
Hello. It's Bixie. It is me.
Suck it, nerd! Wow, we got a sore winner over here.
That made me reach through that screen.
Whoa!
That made me bigger. Make me bigger.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That's such a cute emote. Pixie, you need one of these. You need an emote like this.
Like a tongue out one.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's very on brand for you.
Yeah, I've got. What have I got? I've got this one.
Do you got something that's stinky?
Which is like my pixie pout.
Oh, that's so cute.
A little bit. A little bit like that.
We're all enjoying the most annoying sound in the world right now. Hi, Schematic. What are we sucking now? Toes. We're sucking. We're sucking all the toes. Here, look. Wait.
I didn't agree to that.
Look, you're in the wrong spot again on my stream, so now I can eat you.
Please don't eat me. I'm not very nutritious.
I keep putting you in the wrong place.
I'm definitely not nutritious.
Listen, actually, you have to be there because if I put you behind me, you'll be like, that wouldn't work.
I would eat you on my stream, but you're an inferior fruit that isn't even that sweet.
I know. So. Every once in a while I think about that, how we're like friends and you hate lemons. Just the irony of that situation.
Whoa.
I don't know how I feel about the toe beans with the peanut butter, actually. I was
wait,
joking.
So you're fine with toe beans, but not peanut butter?
I was joking.
Got someone against peanut butter?
Now that you mention it, though, you know how there's like that little dessert called lady fingers? I wonder if is there a dessert that's like toes? Do we have a toe pastry equivalent?
Men toes?
Please no.
Lady fingers and
Please
Mentos.
No.
No, wait, Mentos are a real thing.
You're so right. You're so smart.
Oh my god, we do have.
Oh my goodness, the Mentos. Wow. Wow.
Bro, did we just incept? What happened?
These are not the answers I thought we would get this stream, but we are learning. I am having revelations.
The answers to questions that we dared not ask.
Nobody asked for. Oh, Nutty Butters. Those are so good, Schematic. I love Nutty Butters.
Oh, I like a Nutty Butter, yeah.
Those are so good.
Them's good.
But I don't think those are... I don't know the relation to toe beans, though. Maybe jelly beans. Jelly beans got that toe bean vibe.
I don't like jelly beans.
Have you dropped me a code yet? I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay.
You need to... You need to get your ADHD and check a little bit.
Once you got the code, we're in, you know?
Oh
it just
my
starts
goodness! Well, you have time now.
Dialogue.
I'm getting rated.
Yeah.
Get the code set up.
Welcome,
Hi,
Raiders.
Welcome in.
Thank you for the assist, Raiders. Welcome in.
Yeah, distraction. This is good timing, Rakia. How you doing?
Yeah. They were playing web fishing. Did you have a good time?
Oh. Have you played web fishing yet, Pixie?
I played it the other day.
You did?
I played it on Tuesday.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Your streams are a little too early for me now, so I missed them entirely, which makes me sad. Welcome in,
I'm
guys.
kind of on a strict schedule now.
Web fishing looks so fun. Did you have fun, Rakia?
Oh, it's so fun.
Rakia lost 2 alpha golden bass. I almost said base.
Dude, I'm so new to web fishing. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, really? That sounds terrible. You caught a frog? A frog?
Yeah.
A frog? A frog? I want to
fribbit.
play it. It has... So, I'm kind of like a snob with like game graphics and I want to play pretty games. But like, I don't know. Web fishing is like scrungly in the good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Elder Frog! Hi. Speaking of which...
I put him back.
You put him back!
I put him back in the water.
Well, good. We should like play together. Oh my goodness. Yeah! It like has a nice scrungly look to it, and I like that it's multiplayer. That's so cool. I haven't acquired it yet.
Just like make a room and then just jump in with your friends.
It reminds me, it feels like the vibes of Bastion fishing. like the mini arcade game from Overwatch. That's what the vibes feel like. Yeah, howdy, Elder Frog. Howdy do. Welcome in.
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody. We're setting up a BOKURA collab right now. Pixie's getting me the code, and I need to...
Oh yeah, that's right.
Pixie! Wait a minute. Are you serious?
I got distracted talking about fishing. Listen,
Are you serious?
It takes 2 seconds to do. I've just been avoiding it.
I'm gonna make another highlight reel of this stream, and it's gonna be a counter of how many times Pixie gets distracted.
how many times I fail to go and start the game.
I'm just waiting for this code. Are you gonna do the shared chat? Benighted, I liked the idea of the shared chat thing until I saw our friend Umiko do it. And like when you have commands that are the same for both streamers, like !raid, it does it for both streamers' stream bots, and it's really chaotic. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm really for that. You've seen that? It's so chaotic. Like if you have a specific command that you like triggering, but then it also triggers something on the other person's stream, it's really strange. I don't know.
The other thing for me, I think as well, is like if you've got like quite big commands from like your redeems and stuff, things like your daily check-in. I know mine can be quite long. It sends a couple of different messages.
Yeah.
I just feel like stuff like that ends up spamming the chat double as much as it typically
yeah,
would.
You're so right. Yeah,
and you lose out on some messages from like genuine messages.
Like it feels like the point of that is for you to be able to see more messages, but like you're saying, you see fewer because just like all the redeems get spammed together.
We have so many non-message messages in our chat that like,
dude,
we just get even more of those.
Like, I don't know. It seemed like such a good idea, but in practice, it's just not practical. It's weird.
Mm-mm-mm.
But Twitch is like hardcore, like trying to like campaign for it, because they had this whole little. I think it's still up. If you're like, no, they got rid of it. It was like until October 31st. If you could get a special emote for using the shared chat for a while.
Yeah, I did see the other day. I was like contemplating maybe trying to squeeze it in on a stream or something, but I thought, you know what? I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Personally. It's a cool idea. I think they just need to take it back to the workshop and finish it off.
Like all. A lot of their things. This is the only one I was excited for, though, and now I'm like, oh man, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it.
I think it's got a lot of potential to come back and like be better. So I hope that's what ends up happening.
The one thing
I'm not counting it out yet.
The one thing I wasn't ready for is I don't have the correct game on my. After
I went and got the code especially for you.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. This is why we're sitting on it right now. I have an excuse. Well, not an excuse. This is intentional because. Okay, well now we're just. At least you're not in front of this one.
Look at that juice.
At least you're not in front of this one. But thank you for stalling.
No, I'm just back here getting sprayed.
Listen, this is intentional because sometimes when we like jump into the game, it immediately starts into something. So I wanted to wait until we were.
I was delaying giving you the code.
No, but now are you like ready? You're not even on your game screen.
On the main screen.
You're not on your game screen. No, what I'm saying is
it's playing loud music.
Just I muted in my system settings and then my guy. Listen.
I don't actually have my audio split properly at the moment because I had to fuck with some stuff. So if I mute this, I mute you too.
No, I mute it so on my computer, like in my computer end of things, I open up my volume mixer and I mute the app there. I mute the app in my volume. Ben taught me that actually. It's Eggs Benedict. Yeah. Bless you, thank you, love you.
It's Ben.
That one, that's a good one. That's a good tip. Yeah, because I don't want to open it and then have everyone like miss stuff because this is the last one.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Open with the code, ready to go. Anyone can jump in.
No,
Who's gonna be the one? Who's gonna be the lucky person I finished BOKURA with today?
Or
maybe I start fresh with someone else.
No.
Let's see what happens. Who's gonna get hit first?
Wait.
The code is
I have to unmute it. Wait. Okay, so now they can hear the game, and now we're entering. We're entering. Ooh, sussy.
Ooh, we're entering.
Hey, look, we're old guys.
Oh, yeah, we got a choice.
I'm so excited. I think I was usually the red scarf dude and you were usually the green scarf dude, but I don't know if it matters. Do you have a preference?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've played as both now. I started as this one.
I still like red scarf. I don't know. I'm a little
happy
partial.
To stick with my original one too.
Okay.
This always seemed like the more tragic boy of the two to me.
Well, I don't.
The one who doesn't know his dad and like thought that stranger in the park was his dad. And
yeah, no, I think you're right
just
because
wants a happy family life.
I mean, you're like, well, but your mom like loves you and stuff. I feel like my parents don't. I don't have a good relationship with either of my parents.
Yeah, you're like an afterthought.
Yeah. So that's kind of crummy, but I have like, I'm not broke and you like living that poor life too.
Oh,
so,
that's true. Yeah, I'm poor as well.
So I feel like you do like, if we tally up all the disadvantages, I think you still win or lose, I guess.
Definitely more sympathetic.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready. I'm selecting my boy.
Okay.
Ooh. Boy selected.
They're old men.
What?
Are we gonna show up with them as old guys? That'd be so cool, though.
Wait, are we starting in the forest?
We are. We're old guys! Yes!
Oh my god, we're old guys.
I wanted this. This is the literal sequel material. We have to be old guy voices now. Oh yeah, I was playing this with my controller. Uh-oh.
We don't have to do old guy voices. They could be in their like 20s or 30s.
Well, they sounded like such. Well, I guess you're right. They can't be old guys because one of them literally called his mom.
They both have to call their parents.
Yeah, you're right. We're like young adults, but they look at them. I don't know. They're wearing cardigans. That just feels so. I don't know.
They've always worn cardigans.
The way when we started the game, when he was like, "Back in my day," you know what I mean? Like the way he was telling the story just felt very old guy.
What it sounded like to me was like an adult who like goes to work now and stuff, reminiscing on when they were a kid, like a 30-year-old or something, or like late 20s, and being like,
I don't know.
I can't believe it. It seems so long ago.
You're like that age group though, right?
Excuse me?
No, I'm asking.
Excuse me?
I don't know your age. I'm asking.
I'm older than you, but I'm not that old.
I know that, but I'm 28, so you have to be in your 30s.
Yeah.
To say okay, would you monologue like that? Do you feel like that's accurate for your age group?
I feel like I've definitely had times where I've thought back to like say when I was in school or like high school and stuff and thought, wow, that seems so long ago now. Like all of that freedom, all of those experiences seem so far away. I've definitely had that feeling before.
Really?
Yeah. I think especially like because both of them are in like a train, right?
Yeah.
And that feels like something like a young person has to do. They have to get like the train to their job, and they're not driving in or anything.
Okay.
But they do have to like travel, and yeah.
I'll buy it.
That's what it gave me.
I'll buy it.
Maybe we'll find out. Careful where you step.
Speak for yourself. That's old guy warnings. Listen.
We don't have walking sticks though, do we?
Watch your step, man.
Old guys can't jump like this. Watch your step, man. Starts just like jumping twice our height.
Young adults aren't like, oh, watch it. You might.
Starts like parkouring up rocks.
Well.
Watch your step.
Yeah, I know. Listen. Hey, there's leaves. I'm suspicious.
Ooh. These are just leaves.
Oh, damn. I thought it was going to be special.
Yippee!
Hey, we're big now, so we can jump up. Hey, is this the same route we went before? I think it is. We just couldn't get up there before because we were short. Now we're tall. Look, it is! And it's all broken. Look, we used this to get up before. Now it's all broken. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Boop.
We're bigger now.
Boop.
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 Wow. It always scares me when it momentarily zooms out.
Yeah, it's like, look over here. It's nothing.
It's nothing. Wow, I can't believe it.
We're so tall and capable.
Wow. You know what? I have a theory. Can we just stop? Don't be behind me.
Yeah.
I feel like there's trying to still sell that wealthy versus poor friend. Because I'm like, right. I have a nice colorful jacket and my hair is all very like put in place. And you're a little disheveled.
My hair's a little bit more disheveled.
Yeah, you're a little disheveled with a gray jacket. I feel like they're still trying to say something.
Poorer.
Well,
I feel like poorer when you point out to my face like that.
I mean, I'm trying. Listen, I'm lore building, okay? Didn't we just come through here?
Oh no, it's all starting to repeat. No, I think it's slightly different.
Are you sure?
No, not entirely.
No, you're right. It's slightly different. Can we? I feel like I'm gonna hit my head.
Oh yeah, we were much smaller though when we came through last. Watch your head, old man.
I know. I wonder if, well, that deer can't still be there, right?
Ugh. I mean, hopefully not.
What's down there?
There's no way we're making it up here. That's still too tall for us.
Aw, damn. We didn't grow up enough. That was scary.
Oh, thank God for that. Watch your step.
Yeah!
See, a fall like that would have killed us before.
No, I think
it would have.
I don't know, because that's like the height you'd get when you were on the dog, and you could jump off of him.
I don't know.
But now we're like old guys, so now we can die from those falls, because we're like, you know.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so I feel like it's more the other way around. Like, the kids would just rolled out of it.
Yippee.
Yippee.
Oh.
Well, we're fine.
Okay, we're fine.
That would have killed us. That would have killed us before. Hey, wait.
Oh, wait,
only you jump on it. Let's see if one person can break it. I volunteer you. Nope. Wow.
No, I'm still light as a feather.
Huh.
Cutscene.
Cutscene.
Cutscene time. I like that we've retrod the exact same
That's
path.
so cool. That is so cool. Haru! Oh, wow.
Haru's a lot bigger now.
And grotesquer. That's so cool. We found him immediately.
Yeah. I guess this is where we found him before, or he found us. Haru. Oh, no.
Fun. Okay, game's over. That was...
Oh, no. We got eaten.
I think maybe that breaks the veil.
Hey, Nozomi.
Woo!
Welcome in, Raiders.
Oh my goodness, welcome in.
You should all go check out Hollybody. They were recently streaming. No, it was Nozomi that was streaming. Silly pranksy bot.
Oh my goodness.
How's it going?
Welcome in.
Welcome in. Wait, what?
I think that was the end of the game.
No way. Hello, Nozomi Raid. Hello, Raiders from Nozomi. How are you? I hope you're doing good. I hope you had a great stream. What were you, so what's Hollybody? I've never heard of it. Is this genuinely the end, Lemon?
I mean, whoever told us it was another half hour lied.
It depends how long it takes to get through the platforming bit with no obstacles.
Wow.
How we're doing? Yeah, doing well, thank you. We're just finishing this game that we started about a year ago.
Yeah. Almost exactly a year ago at this point.
Yeah, really has been. There's a lot of fun, a lot of questions. Hollowbody's an indie horror game that's basically like a love letter to PS2 horror games. Oh my god, that sounds so cool. Or like old like Resident Evil, Parasite Eve, that sort of stuff. I don't play a lot of horror games. That might just be off the top of my head.
Huh.
The vibes of very Silent Hill. Ooh.
Riz interrupt.
Continue the Riz. Oh no, my Riz interrupt is still on.
What's a Riz interrupt? What does that do?
Okay, so basically, the other day we were playing Suck Up. We were playing yesterday actually. And
for Halloween.
In that game, yeah, you have to like real-time chat and convince NPCs to do stuff.
Oh, I know that game. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the Riz interrupt is like a command we got in that forces me to derail whatever I'm saying and say what they say instead.
Wow, I'm sad I missed that.
I had one yesterday where I had to like interrupt myself to like do a copy pasta, and it still somehow worked.
Really? That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing.
You're welcome. But what the hell happened?
So while you were saying hello to Nozomi, they basically it continued doing this little glitchy thing, and then you just see them with like older adult Haru, like they can see him regular now.
They can see him regular?
Yeah. Well, they did.
Like a human person.
Yeah. So I guess like when Haru grabs you, so like when Haru grabbed his mom or his dad in the end of the regular game run, like they probably could have seen him regular. They were just like passed out from being scared, so they didn't notice it. So that's interesting. But yeah, I think they just like now they're gonna be friends because they went and found him.
I hope so. I feel like there's more to it than that. Okay, so what do you,
What, can we start? Can we play it again? Let's see what happens. I don't think there's a fourth run, but...
No, there's probably not a fourth run. Do you want, I'll give you a code, hold on.
I want to experiment. Experiment me. Experiment me.
Let's see what happens. This is probably the end, considering its shortness.
It's probably just That's crazy, though. We literally could have finished that the last time. Whoever lied to us.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that.
Wow!
like 2 minutes.
That was so doable!
Hey, Paul, welcome in. Also, Nozomi, if you need to go chill, go de-stream yourself, please go do that. Thank you so much for waiting.
Yeah.
But if you're sticking around, get comfortable.
Hi, Double P.
Oh wait, no, I chose the wrong boy.
That's fine.
Wait.
Yeah, this seems like the regular beginning. I really hey, look, there's a skip. Wait.
Skip button. It's the poor boy. Wait, hold on a second.
I see the rich guy.
Oh. I'm on the last
Okay.
train after a long day at work. Nobody else is riding on this winter night. It's past the window, shining streams rushing along different speeds.
So we see the opposite person of who we picked.
I guess maybe we always did.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. We just didn't know it at the beginning. As I idly watch, this is old guy speech. I don't know, like I don't think you would get all like pedantic and stuff about your reminiscing as a 30-year-old.
Maybe I'll read it again sometime. I'd like to think that.
Yeah,
but
you can go ahead and
won't.
read this if you think you would be, if you think you would be monologuing in your ripe age of 30-something. Go ahead.
I just don't want to accept the boring adult I've become. Nah, this is a 20-something going into adult, like going into their 30s, being like, oh god, I'm actually an adult now, aren't I?
Maybe.
Listen, it's gonna happen to you in like a year.
Bruh.
So brace yourself,
Bruh,
bro.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna be that annoying, like grandma lady who still thinks she's young and hot. That's in my future. Yeah, I think it's just restarting the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he's sad again, and I think he'd be happy if we were like looping around to him.
He's scrolling through social media trends. Old people don't do that.
Yeah, no, they don't. The only social media my Grammy scrolls through is Facebook. Yeah, I think it's just we're starting a new run.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 doop, doop. Okay, anyway.
All right, I'm gonna take myself back to the home screen then.
I already did.
Smart.
Which is weird, because that means that you were playing the game without me. But okay.
Well, I was just going through the dialogue of the...
Yeah, but my assumption would be that it would kick both of us out at the same time if one of us left.
Oh. It didn't.
Wow.
Well, I did say connection time down, but probably a little bit delayed.
You want to play something else?
Yeah, I mean, I can do. What do you got?
Oh my gosh, I gotta juice up first. Wait.
Juice. Juice yourself.
Juice. Juice.
Juice thyself.
Hi, Narim.
Hello, Narim.
What is this?
Wait, that's not Narim.
This is Narim. But
It's totally not.
Oh, excuse me. You're right. I love this emote, though. I didn't know Riri had an emote like this. It's so cute. I love that.
That's super cute.
So, do you have any lingering questions for BOKURA?
I guess my lingering question is... Maybe it's not so much a question. Is the digital robot world the actual real reality?
I think so.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think so.
But
then, so what's Haru?
Well, when we were reading it before, it was saying that he was an actual person. And that's why he looked all disgusting, because...
And like the only actual person
right.
left.
And what we were reading before was saying that he looked all disgusting because if we perceived him correctly, we would realize the truth. So we can't perceive him correctly, and we need to perceive him in a way that would make us avoid him.
Yeah.
But then that means that he's gonna be friends with robots. You know what's weird to me too?
So.
It's weird. he didn't treat us like robots when we were in the cave with him, but maybe that's just because he's only ever known robots, so he wouldn't be weird about it.
Yeah, he doesn't know people. I mean, I think he thinks that his parents, which would probably also be robots, are his parents.
Yeah, but he's not a robot, though.
No, but like maybe he's like, oh yeah, they made me.
Okay, hold on. It's been a year. Let's look it up again. Let's see if the interwebs have solved this and cracked this, and we can just read through what it means. BOKURA.
Right, Google, what's the answer?
Game. Meaning. Here we go. Explain
Ending
yourself.
Explained.
What does the game mean? Excuse me, what? Okay, hold on. I'm opening some tabs. Stop it! Because it's been a year. Maybe it's a good thing we waited a year, because now we can actually get the sitch. Welcome back, Ren. Yeah, where's that?
Welcome home.
Review. That's a review. I don't want a review. I want answers. BOKURA. BOKURA explained! Yeah. Stop. Oh, stop it. Deeper than explained. Ooh, deeper than Oh, no, deeper than expected. I can't read. Could anyone who's finished BOKURA take the time to tell us what the heck's going on? My amateurish theory. Okay. Whoa. How to achieve the true ending? Here's my other question, Pixie. Is there a combination of choices that get a different ending?
I don't know.
Because we'd have to play again.
We'd have to play again and make a combination of choices. But I don't think it would be keyed out that way. Because if we look at the way that the developer has made the game, they've made it an incentive to play a second time because you play as the different characters. And then because of that, you get the extra scenes at the end. And then when you play a third time, it just picks up from there. It'd be kind of crazy if you then had to play a fourth time and start all the way from the beginning. Because that feels like a reset. I think we probably got everything.
Wait! You can get... Oh, okay, hold on.
Okay. Okay, this is from someone last year. They said,
yep.
I beat the third ending twice to arrive at the following conclusions. The following might help you, though again, it's not 100% certainty. The robot world is the real world. The house program in the old man's house is telling the truth.
Yeah.
This is why at the end, when the protagonists think of meeting with Haru again, for who Haru is, they both see the robot world. Is that true? Did we both see the robot world? I was a little bit distracted.
Wait, say it again.
When this at the end, when the protagonists think of meeting with Haru again for who Haru is, they both see the robot world.
I didn't notice that.
That might have been in our last playthrough.
Or we might have been distracted away from it.
Indeed. Okay, and the next part is the statue, like the peak antenna, is part of a global system designed to make robots think they're humans and humans are monsters. Any glitchy effects are a sign of malfunction. The protagonist seeing the real robot world and the fake animal world are malfunctions of the intended program. Haru is probably the only real human in the game. He's only seen as human when the mentioned program is malfunctioning. In both the real robot world and the fake animal world. The only way the protagonists cloning themselves and beheading themselves makes sense is if they are robots.
Yeah. That's very true. That's very true.
Because it doesn't make sense if the world is like normal and human. It doesn't make sense if it's cutesy and animal. It just doesn't make sense. But it does for the robots. And yeah, the house thing, I vaguely remember that from my first playthrough.
Oh, this is a good... good idea. Hold on.
Go on.
See if we have all the achievements.
Oh, yeah, good shout. I have 14 out of 14 achievements.
14 out of 14. Okay, so we haven't missed anything. That's good to know.
Yeah, we're not missing any achievements.
Does your thing say anything else?
Okay, so this is someone. This is my interpretation after. No, that's the same thing.
Wait a minute. So when was it that we found out they were brothers? Does that because that's canon, right? They are brothers.
I think we sort of pieced that together on the first run, didn't we?
Yeah, but did they say something?
It's when the kids are talking and that one is saying like, oh yeah, actually about my dad. Well, he sleeps around and stuff and all that, and then I think you get interrupted by something.
Yeah, but he was gonna say we're brothers and my dad had an affair with your mom.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the end of the last one is I can't remember whose perspectives we both had at the end of last week, but I think my one called his dad and was like, hey, the number of that woman, do you still have it? Because he was trying to talk to the son. So the dad knows the mother.
Okay.
So, yeah, they know. The parents and Haru are not related. The parents never actually see human Haru in game, nor do they specify having done so. Whenever Haru is around, the parents are either unconscious or absent. Yeah. At the end of the game, the surviving parent screams and falls unconscious implicitly from seeing Haru as a monster. Yeah.
I found here that the full name of the game is Chigau Fuyu no Bokura, which means a different winter for us. That's so cute.
Oh, that's cute. I didn't know that.
Yeah, a different winter for us. Hi, Dee Dee.
That is cute.
This is probably just let me see. Yeah, hold on. Is that all that what you found said?
Yeah, that was someone's reflections on the ending, basically.
Okay. Was yours a Steam community link discussion?
It was, yeah.
Okay. This person says, I'm
seeing a few different theories too.
Some people are
Has anyone in chat played this before?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think No has.
This article that I'm looking at is trying to figure out what the game means. It's an allegory and we're supposed to learn something from the game. I
don't know what I was supposed to learn. I wasn't here to learn.
They say Blue the robot seems like he had to grow up a little earlier and sees the ugly and oppressive machine bit of the world and has to solve problems by himself since he has no father figure and an absent mother. On the other hand, Green is generally trapped in his private life, has nobody around to see, then sees the world more like he wants things to be, happy, full of color. That's interesting for why
that is interesting.
You get a different version.
I did like the way the boys interacted and both of their own upbringings and experiences informed how they treated each other.
Yeah.
Because they ultimately really liked and wanted to support the other one.
Yeah.
But the ways in which they did that were completely different. It was dependent on how their own life was.
The person says, I don't think either is lacking or has especially much empathy for others, since it's mostly their experiences in the game that influence their reactions. Blue learns about the old man's pain only having his dog AI to keep him company, so he wants to repair Grandpa. Listen! This is not a sussy forbidden squeeze moment! We're having a heart...
Squeeze that
We're
juice.
having a heartfelt discussion!
Hey,
so
we need to
interesting.
stay hydrated during our discussion.
so interesting. Ren had to applaud it with a juicy squeeze. So blue shirt dude who sees robots wants to repair Grandpa out of empathy. Green, however, sees Grandpa kill a talking animal and a person you've met earlier, so is hesitant to save the killer, arguing instead for more empathy towards the rabbit and the other person. Interesting.
Roll that beautiful squeeze footage.
Oh my goodness. If you have too many points on you, redeem exercising your rights.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and exercise your rights.
Put it towards the crosscode DLC.
Or that.
Crosscode.
Earlier, the boys also decidedly talked to the person that corresponds to their respective problematic parent. Oh my goodness! Thanks.
Let's go.
Blue sees a former single mother that loves her son, and Green gets a caring dad that encourages freedom. Oh.
That's interesting.
Haru is the monster. What role Haru played from a narrative point is definitely that of an arbiter of each boy's point of view, at first making the differences extreme and thus enabling them to learn to see things more from each other's point of view by talking and working together instead of assuming they'd agree. As for the grandpa and the AI dog, I think apart from their allegorical role, it's probably an old man that went insane from grief with his... Well, he went insane from grief from losing his wife and child.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was not useful. That's too bad.
This is a TikTok. I don't want to watch that.
No, I feel like we were finding more interesting things before.
Maybe. I think the other thing was that the what I'm reading here, you know that ending we just got after our third playthrough?
Yeah.
They only seem to add that last year around the time of the game's full release. So there's a lot of points of view from people before that third ending even came out.
Oh. So
that might have skewed things back then, because there was probably a lot of like, oh, it could be this, it could be that, without the full ending yet.
This one says the story introduces the character that you chose as an adult. It didn't though, because when we jumped in the game again, I was the blue shirt guy and I saw the red shirt guy on the train.
Switched. It's switchery dude.
He goes.
I do think the game definitely has like the lesson it's trying to teach us is to like we can talk
Dee,
from
thank you for
different points
reminding me of
view and all
Costco.
that stuff, 'cause the whole point of the game was that we were seeing and experiencing different things, but we still had to talk to each other to try and navigate through together.
This person is saying that the old guy goes on a tangent about how his life is miserable and how the only time he felt truly free was one winter back in elementary school. The memory that the characters recall is what we think is a form of dissociation due to witnessing trauma. One of the parents getting killed by a hunter in the woods. Since the game doesn't take place in what actually happened, it is only a recollection of how the incidents went, it can explain the different perspectives. When experiencing a mentally traumatizing event, the brain will find a way to protect itself in order to comprehend things easier. In this case, altering their memories with childlike themes such as robots and talking animals. We think the animals are references to Pokemon, and that's why, after seeing the death of the deer at the beginning, starts to change the thematic for both characters since it was the beginning of the progression of trauma. Our basis for why the characters...
I could see that.
Yeah. Our basis for why the characters... Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you carry on.
I just have one more paragraph. Our basis for why the characters viewed the memory and different themes isn't super well thought out, so bear with us here for a bit since it's a stretch. Near the ending of the game, we see the two characters getting ready to blow up the statue. Before Red ignites the firecracker, Blue decides to destroy his Pokemon game along with the statue. We view this as a way of moving on, hence why he views everything to be from the future, such as robots and spaceships, which we can all see as futuristic. Red, on the other hand, has not given up his Pokemon game and is actually quite good at it, as seen from the opening scene. So he sees little Pokemon creatures, and Blue sees a more, like, distilled version of the world. I don't know if I agree with that, but you were saying something about like them being traumatized. That's what I was saying though. Like maybe it was all a dream. Like they didn't.
I can see about the trauma. Yeah.
None of it was real. But then what are we supposed to believe about Haru at the end? Are we supposed to?
Well, I mean that's the trauma though, isn't it? I think the trauma plays a big role because when they're both on the trains and they're talking about it at the beginning of the games, they're not talking about horrible, awful, crazy things that happened, like people being shot and murdered. They're being like, oh, that was the last time I saw my friend. I wonder how he is. And then, you know, we zoom back and all this horrible stuff happened, which is not like really represented. I think what we played, the bits of the game we actually played, are what really happens.
Yeah, I think so too.
I do think that the characters are experiencing trauma because they're not remembering, you know, the full extent of the, like, you know, the horror and what happened. They're just remembering like the cliff notes, like Haru, like, oh, we had a friend there called Haru, and like, you know, we did this and we don't really talk much anymore, but like, you know, not talking about the murder or like the old crazy man or anything like that. Yeah. Like that's like repressed or not as big a part of the memory as like, you know, the sort of adventure they went on and then not really speaking to each other afterwards.
What if there's zero reason for this to be what's happening, but what if like there was originally 3 boys that were friends, and when they see the deer that's dead in the woods, like on their little adventure, one of them actually dies, and then the one that dies is Haru, and so then they go on this traumatic like trip where like they repress everything, and then, like, when they become adults, they still, like, don't know that it's Haru. Like, they haven't accepted that their friend died. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a more believable to me, like, because I feel like to go through that level of trauma, it would have to have been something that was really important to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I really like the idea that it is all actually physically the robot world, and you know, the antenna and stuff makes the robots think and behave and feel like they're humans and all of this, and it's all like a big like robotic delusion that for the boys malfunctioned, and also that kind of explains the weird situation with Haru being a weird creature that sometimes it shows himself to be a young boy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still Googling. But I keep getting both of no game sheet. I need to sit down and watch like a 2-hour like. Yeah, I keep getting that too. I like I need to watch like a 2-hour breakdown of this. Yeah, this feels a lot so like all of the points are covered. I played another game. The first game I played where I broke out the MS Paint because I had to like try to figure out. I remember that. What the frick was going on in that one too. This is it's just that all over again. Like. Yeah. Like there were there are some things that were clearly happening the way they were happening, but then other things there was just like, what? Like, I don't know. Like you'd think when the police like find the dead parent, I don't know. Like, what happens from there? I don't know, maybe they just, because if I remember rightly, the only thing that the police believe to be real is the dead parent, and that's because the other like the alive parent like backs up the evidence, right? Yeah. But they don't believe anything else that happened, so is anything else that happened delusion? Or are the police being deluded because they're robots? Also, the robot stuff only makes sense when you consider Blue being able to like rewire things back to life.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of crazy on either of the other sides.
I
don't know, man.
So I think I agree that the real world is a robot world. I don't understand why it's like that, and I don't understand why they're being Matrix styled into believing that they're still people. That doesn't make sense to me. And I also don't understand why there would be one boy who's not a robot in the woods and how he would frickin' stay alive so that they could go find him as adults. That doesn't make sense to me.
Doesn't make any sense. But then there's a lot that doesn't make sense.
I'm still, like, the detail that I was interested in from first playthrough to second playthrough was that first playthrough, like, I sympathize with the hunter dude because to me, I was like, oh, he knows everyone's robots and he's just trying to get parts so he can build his wife and kid again. That seems fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was okay. But then in the second playthrough, like, when I went into the house and I talked to the AI, it seemed like the AI said that he doesn't know. Like the hunter dude doesn't know. So now that seemed more like he's literally going out and ripping intestines out of things and shoving them back into the corpse of his family members. Like, that seemed a little horrific. So I
read a thing in here that said he sees them as animals. So he thinks he's shooting deer.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean he's trying to shove deer guts into his wife? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
But maybe he doesn't see it as his wife anymore. Maybe he got like brain jizzed up by the statue or whatever. So now he sees all the cute animals too.
Yeah, but
he's out there shooting the cute animals.
You can't play dog. He can't taxidermy stitch up his animal white. I don't get that. That's the part I don't get. No. Like, he's clearly insane. That is my final take on the hunter dude.
Yeah, very insane.
He's an insane man. Because the other thing is, if you thought that you were like attacking robots, why were you shooting them with a bow and arrow? Like, that doesn't seem
that's true
effective. So I feel like he does not know what's going on. But also, like, I feel like the trauma thing might be on point, but not in the way people are saying it is. Because they're saying the trauma made them like suppress and see things that weren't real. I think it was more like them having trauma is what made their programming malfunction because they are robots. And then one of them ended up seeing things that were real, and one of them ended up seeing things that were like a heightened version of the program. And I think the person who was talking about like the deeper meanings of the game, I think they were onto something, because I feel like Blue's trauma response would be to see things very like analytically, and like Green's trauma response would be to like denial. So
I think I was reading something here that was slightly from someone else.
Yeah.
And I think they described the response from the boys like that too. In the Blue needs to learn that not everything can be fixed. And even some things that can be fixed can end badly.
Oh, yeah,
which is like, that's what Blue does. Is Blue like comes and tries to fix things, and when he's talking about like the two parents looking for the kid, he's like, oh, well, they shouldn't fight, they should make up and it'll be okay.
Yeah, you need to fix your marriage.
And when they're like, oh, maybe we'll get a divorce, he's like, wait, what? No. And then it says about the other one, Green, although I remember them as red.
It's saying that because of their jackets, not their scarves.
Right, I was thinking of the scarves. Green can learn that people do bad things out of good intentions. And that's what Green has to learn.
Okay.
Which I guess makes sense from the perspective, because like all Green thinks is that like parents argue and they don't care, but maybe they're arguing because they do care. It talks about the parents that are in the woods and like how they're arguing, and that's normal. But like we sort of see them as like arguing because they care about each other and they care about their child.
Yeah.
And maybe there's something about the old man in there too and how he cares. And
well, yeah, like because Green's I don't know, but I think Green is also grappling with like his dad being a cheater And like,
I think Green thinks the worst of people.
Yeah.
And doesn't like understand the good behind some of their actions.
Yeah.
I think people like his dad, who's probably a difficult person in themselves, colors that perspective of them.
I want answers. Internet, why aren't you giving me answers?
The thing about a game like this is it was never gonna give us answers. But
yeah.
bright side,
yeah,
it probably didn't give us a bad, sad ending. I'd say the ending we got was a pretty happy one.
I don't like endings that just create more questions. That annoys me. Because, like...
I'm starting to think now, actually.
Yeah?
Maybe this could just be me. I'm gonna have to find out afterwards. But you said, what did we see during that ending after, like, Haru ate us?
It does the staticky thing, like when the telephone pole, like when the tower is malfunctioning, it does that staticky thing. And if we saw the robot world, I missed it. I didn't catch the robot world, but we do see ourselves as like real, and we're sitting there crouched with Haru. Haru's like an older guy.
I appreciate I was distracted, so I'm not a very good judge of this, but I didn't see any of that other stuff. I think I saw a little bit of static, and then that's it, and then it just faded out. Oh. Now I want to know if we saw the same thing or not.
Oh, that's such a good question. Maybe?
No. Hello, no. Welcome in. We're discussing the ending. Mm-hmm. I got distracted by a raid during the crucial cutscene at the end. Yeah. So we're trying to figure out if we saw the same thing.
Oh, damn. Well, we have to, because we were walking together. Like, we were seeing the same world. We were both seeing the same thing. Why would we see different things?
But I think that, like, in previous playthroughs, we did start seeing different things, like, when the glitches came in. Like, sometimes the glitches came in and they, like, showed... I think I remember when I was playing Blue.
Yeah.
That there were times where it glitched and I saw something. Like the world becoming, like, the robot world, for example. But you didn't see that. Like, I think you might have just got the glitches. So I want to know if something like that had happened this time around.
Hi, Battery. Thank you for exercising your rights. I don't know, but now we won't know until we end stream.
True.
Yeah, because all I saw at the end was like we were crouched there with Haru, and my perception of that was that we could see him correctly. Like, but here's the thing I don't understand. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, from the way the glitches were happening, we didn't go to the robot world. We were seeing our programmed version of the world, but we were also seeing Haru correctly. Because if we had gone to the robot world, we would see ourselves as robots, and we were clearly people at the end.
Yeah, we saw ourselves and Haru all as boys, right?
Yeah, well, as
which we never saw at any. We didn't see that at all during... Yeah, as men. We didn't see that at all. It was either one of us was a creature and the others were human.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, vice versa and stuff.
So, that's weird to me. I don't know if that's...
Something in us might have fundamentally changed to make us like Haru.
Right, yeah. I think maybe we broke out of the coding that made Haru look horrid. Yeah. And because he's just a regular human, he's not getting glossed over with human gloss, like how the robots get glossed over.
Or, counterpoint,
okay,
Haru is a grotesque monster in some strange reality, and now we're part of him.
Well...
slightly bittersweet, melancholic ending, maybe?
Well, I feel like the evidence is against that, because he leaves us alone at the end of the normal playthroughs.
Yeah.
And he has like the handkerchief from when he was like a boy and we were hanging out with him in the campfire.
Yeah, but that's because we gave it to him there. He could, and we were seeing him as a boy, but maybe he was a creature then.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have fit in that. I don't think he would have fit in that cave as that grotesque creature. Like, the proportioning doesn't work?
I don't know. I'm willing to believe it could happen. Because if he's a boy, how does it make sense about him, like, eating his dad and then spitting him back out again?
Well, he doesn't, though.
Ending?
He doesn't. So, like, when he ate us, we, like, that's what I'm saying with, like, the size being an issue of, like, the grotesque creature. Like, it's too big. It doesn't overlay correctly. Like, when we saw ourselves differently, we were still taking up the same amount of space as, like, our actual self. But when Haru's different, he's, like, bigger. So when he grabs his parent, and at the end of the regular playthroughs, he's, like, he just, like, I think he can pull people.
I've got a question.
Can I finish the thought?
Yeah.
I feel like when people get pulled in, his immediate space, like, cloaks against the radar thing that's coming off of the tower, and so we can see him correctly when we're right in that space. But if we're I bet if we moved away from Haru, we'd see him as a grotesque monster again at the end. I think we have to be, like, right next to him or something, is my theory.
Maybe. I don't know. I think that, like, us seeing him as, like, an adult version who's basically just like us is us projecting what we think a grown-up Haru would look like. And if you remember when we originally found him again just then, after, like, retracing our steps as adults, he looked even more different as a grotesque creature. Which, wouldn't we, if there was, like, a thing trying to show him as a certain thing, why is it showing him as a different thing now, as a bigger, even more disgusting mass that looks slightly different?
Wow.
And then when we get close to him, we, like, conjure up this image of just Haru, but like an adult.
I thought that made sense, though, because I thought that was evidence that he was actually growing, because the program has to overlay, like, a bigger dude now, so it can't overlay him with this small grotesque monster.
It's overlaying a massive thing now.
Well, but
like,
when he was
so
a
much
kid,
bigger than it was before.
Yeah, but when he was a kid, it was massive too. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I don't think that it's overlaying anything, though. That's the thing.
Hi, Joshua. Thank you for the flowers to both of us.
I'm starting to believe. Yeah, thank you, Josh. To make you stronger to destroy all of your enemies.
Yeah, I'm gonna be stronger than all my foes. But yeah, I thought that made sense. I thought that made sense that the monster version of him would grow with him. That seemed like that would be evidence that he is actually a real person that's growing.
My counterpoint to that is that, like, the human version of him is too perfect of a, just a grown-up version. And I think the same can be said for us too. Like, we're even wearing the same clothes and colors as we were when we were young. Like, that's almost too convenient. It's like what a system would do to just, like, age something up. Whereas when we see Haru as the creature, that this second time, years later, he looks a lot different. Like, he's got teeth coming out of places and weird places he didn't have before, instead of just being scaled up, or like a quote-unquote adult version of the last thing we saw, or a slightly bigger version of the last one. He looks like he's grown over the years and become something different. Whereas in this human world, this, like, more modern reality, we all just look like older copies of ourselves.
Not really. I mean, you get a gray jacket as an old guy. You had a blue jacket as a kid.
Yeah, but, like, it's so slow, such minor differences for characters that have, like, grown and changed.
They don't even have that many details.
But what I'm saying is that there was a massive change between Haru before and Haru now. And if it was a system, like making him look like that, why has the system dramatically changed how it portrays this creature compared to everything else?
Because, I don't know, maybe it's just the way we understand, like, coding differences. Because to me, I don't think that there's a code that's, like, I don't think the code is, like, outputting a specific thing. I think the code is, like, C robot, output human. And then it's kind of getting randomized. Like, So since the code is generic, like it's general like that, the code for him is like see person, output monster. So like as he grows, like the code is seeing a different thing than what he looked like when he was a kid, so it's outputting a bigger, different monster. I don't think it's programmed specifically to output that looking monster for him. I think it's just a generic, like, code. And if there were other people, they would make slightly different looking monsters. Just like how the robots make slightly different looking humans. That's the way I understand it, like computerly. Like once you've been assigned a visual, it's not gonna randomize your visual. So like,
but that's what I mean. Once it's been assigned like monster or anything, it's had the variation is so big years later that like it only makes sense in my brain at least that like this is actually what they look like and they have grown and changed as a being in the preceding years rather than their, you know, this image that's being cast on them being dramatically changed just because they got a bit bigger.
Well, but that would be like saying...
Because the human Haru doesn't look that different, so why is the image being placed on him so much more different now?
Yeah, but like counterpoint to that would be, I don't think our robots are changing. I'm pretty sure if we are robots, we look the same forever as robots.
Yeah.
So our code is updating because we have to be getting older. So it's updating Haru because theoretically he would also have to be getting older.
Counterpoint.
Okay.
We're bigger now. We're bigger.
Yep, the robots?
We are bigger.
Not
we
the
were
robots.
bigger years later. Yeah, we are. Because look, we did the platforming part differently because we are bigger. We were able to make jumps and get to places in different ways because we have grown.
Maybe that just is like we can now access robot abilities. Like maybe we're using little jump packs, and we couldn't do that before because that would be incongruous with how we're supposed to perceive the world.
I think that's a bit of a stretch that like
we don't get
however many years have passed and we've unlocked our jump packs now.
Well, we don't get to see ourselves in those forms as adults, so we can't know that.
No, you're right, we don't. But I think it makes sense, you know, that like, oh, we've actually grown as people. So, you know, now this pathway, like we can interact with it differently now. We're bigger now. And it's smaller by comparison.
That is an interesting
theory.
theory.
It's been 10 years, our robot forms have grown or unlocked new powers.
Well, that would mean then that the whole robot thing is not true and that's not the real world.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
But then why the glitching?
When does the glitching start?
When they see the dead deer.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my biggest compulsion is that it is all robots. Like, it is a far, far flung future where humans don't exist anymore. And for whatever reason, they need to think that they are humans.
There can't be one kid, though. That doesn't make sense.
But yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think it's a kid. I think it's a creature. I think it's a creature that thinks it's a kid, just like the robots.
But then why do we think it's a kid? Wait, I have an idea. I have new theory.
Go on.
So I'm now tending to agree with you only because I think we are persuaded by the parents who tell us the story of their missing son. And then we overlay that onto the monster creature that we saw earlier.
That informs our thought.
Yeah, that I think we get persuaded into wanting to think he's a kid. But on the converse, why is it that when we interact with him, he says he's a kid?
Because I think he thinks he is. Just like we think we're kids.
So
we think we're kids, and Haru thinks he's a kid, or they're a kid, but none of us are kids.
Okay, but also if that's true, then that blows your, like, we grew up as adults theory out of the water. Because Yeah,
I think time has just passed, right? And, like, memories have been deleted.
No, I'm saying you saying that we had to have physically gotten bigger to climb over the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that is about.
Then we go back to my jetpack theory. Now we go back to my jet.
I don't think time has passed, we've unlocked our jetpacks holds up.
No, I think that would have to be what happens, because as a robot, you can do whatever you want. Like, no, this is, like, literally, no, listen to me, listen, okay.
I'm listening, I'm not saying anything.
We could unscrew our heads the whole time, right?
True.
But we don't do it because we have to perceive ourselves as people. So I bet we have other abilities that we could have done the whole time that we don't do because we're perceiving ourselves as people. And now this is just one of them. We feel like we're supposed to be able to jump up higher, so we do because we, like, now that is congruous. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm inclined to believe that. I feel more strongly that Haru is probably actually.
I do agree with you now.
Mutant or monster, maybe a mutant that's like been caused by, like, I don't know, toxic waste and human remains or something. I don't know, but like when I remember, the first time that we, the kids, like black out after seeing the deer, and Haru comes along and messes with us, we're not seeing him from their perspective because they're both passed out. So I think we're seeing, like, really Haru.
Yeah, but we look like kids though when we see that.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Maybe we are kids.
Oh my goodness! Welcome in!
Welcome in, Momo-tan!
Hi!
Welcome in, Raiders!
Wow!
How you doing? Oh, you are playing Muse Dash? Oh shit! That's a fun game. That's a fun. I want to play that right now.
Oh my goodness!
I've been doing too much thinking.
Yeah, we're dissecting a game.
Emotes. We are. How was your stream? How did it go?
Do.
You've got music on the brain now.
What is Theraflu?
To be fair, they did comment on previous cutscenes and some of them being able to go through walls or see holes that weren't there, so it could be that the whole place literally doesn't have that many platforms and holes, but the fact that that's true. Oh my god.
No, that is very smart. Yeah.
So they didn't unlock jetpacks, they just remember it a different way. And now they're able to pass it differently.
I understand now, Dee. I'm sorry you're sick. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like No's theory. That is also very congruous with the idea that they're actually robots, and their perception is all fucky-wucky.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so tracking with this new theory, Haru is actually a hideous monster.
Yep.
We are actually robots.
Yep.
When we see Haru, we are convinced, we are impressioned by the fact that someone said they were missing a kid, so that's how we see him. I feel like, well, I don't know. I feel
they
like
have small robots to hover. Yeah. Yeah, when you're doing stuff that, like, you know, it doesn't seem like you can do from my side. The small robots are actually helping you up that gap or doing something like that.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the truth. Maybe there's not, like, any of these big obstacles in the way, but our small robots are helping us, like, fly around.
What if there's, like, nothing and it's just empty space and it's just, it's like we're on one of those 3D pads where you just run on nothing, but it's like you're running in the game? Maybe it's like that. And we're all...
You're making up all these obstacles in the way, and then your little robots are helping you jump around them.
Yeah. But, like,
maybe.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, the thing that's difficult for me to like, sync up with what we're talking about is why one of the characters sees this little animal world. Because I feel like he should also see robots if we're actually robots.
Well, I think it's what we said before, right? I think you said this as well, in that one of the kids, their brain glitches in such a way that they stop seeing any illusions and they see the robot world, and then the other one glitches in so big of a way that they see an even more over the top version of this lie that they're being sold. Because it is over the top. Like, it's not just because, like, the human illusion, let's say, is, you know, a much more nicer, cleaner world, and then the cutesy version is over the top clean and cutesy. Like, everything is so cute and happy and friendly. Yeah,
but I feel like that means you should have seen, like, that kid should have seen Haru as, like, some really cute thing, not like a boy. Like, it's weird that we see him the same, no, like, just irrespective of like what we're actually seeing at the time. That's the thing that doesn't make sense to me, because I feel like we shouldn't be seeing the same boy, and he is the only thing in the game we see the same way.
Yeah.
So that's weird to me.
Both when he's a boy and when he's a creature.
Yeah, that's weird to me. Because if the reason we're seeing him as a boy is because we're making it up due to being persuaded that he is a boy, we would still see him as a different boy. Like, we wouldn't generate the same boy. That doesn't make sense to me.
It's worth remembering. I guess. It's worth remembering that the first time when we glitch out and pass out after seeing deer, Haru does come and do something to us.
No, he just stands there. He doesn't touch us.
No, he like rifles with his little tentacle, I'm pretty sure.
Does
There's
he?
a bit of shuffling going on. There's a bit of something.
We could fast forward through that. We could fast forward through the old guy talking and go to that moment.
No, because we have to then get through all the first early platforming bit. Hold on, let me see if I can find it on a YouTube.
Oh my goodness.
Let me see if I can find it, because we can keep talking at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it might be easier. It might have been easier to discuss this if we had played it like boom, 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 like first playthrough, second playthrough, third playthrough. But even like our second playthrough was like last week, and I still have no idea like what's going on. I don't remember.
Okay, wow. I just opened this full playthrough, 4.5 hours, and clicked to the exact point that I had in my brain.
Oh my goodness.
Just where I thought it was gonna be.
Pixie is a god. Okay. Damn, man. Alrighty. Okay, so
maybe you're right. Maybe he doesn't like.
He doesn't. He doesn't touch us. I'm so
one
sure.
Of them just moved. Hold on.
Oh, I'm so sure he doesn't.
Comes over, looks.
He just looks
at us.
Look
at us, and then comes right over to us.
Because I remember being like, playthrough 1, I remember being grossed out by it and being like, I really hope he doesn't touch us, and then he doesn't. Because I remember feeling relief.
Wait, hold on. No, it looks like. Wait, no. You got me second guessing.
You're literally watching the footage. What do you mean?
Well, because it's glitching at the same time, so it's like, it almost looks like the kids move at certain points.
Huh.
But because it's glitching, I think that's what's making it do that.
Well, can you go to the very end of that playthrough for the third ending? Do they have the third ending in it so that you can see what you missed?
Let me find out.
Because I do really want to know if we saw that differently, being different characters.
Oh no, yeah, no, one of those, it definitely looks like they jump.
Really?
But only one of the kids, while Haru's standing on over them, one of them like jolts.
Are you really? And that's not just the glitchy effect? That's not just
well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's very hard because it's like a 2-second thing. Huh.
Because that never stood out to me.
Yeah, genuinely.
Send me the video.
All right, hold on. Let me send you this with the timestamp.
Yeah, I want to see this. I need to perceive.
You can perceive.
Yeah. Perceive.
So like, I'm gonna send you this. Do. That wasn't with the timestamp. Hold on, let me do it with the timestamp.
Well, just tell me the time. I can figure it out.
The time is 9:55.
Okay.
PM.
I see that.
Yeah, that should be with timestamp. It's the same. when Haru comes over, look at the boys individually.
It has a timestamp, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, it's timestamp. Wait.
44:15, right?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm looking at it. He does go right behind green shirt kid.
Watch Blue. Watch Blue super carefully when he goes over to Blue.
He does jolt.
He does jolt, right?
Yeah, he does a little bounce.
I don't think Green jolts. Green doesn't jolt at all. Green's just entirely still. But Blue jolts. And his eyes open for a second. They
do?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Blue gets to see the robots, because he snaps out of it faster.
Blue actually moves again a few seconds after that.
No, he does.
After Haru goes away, yeah. Like his head goes down. Blue changes position entirely during this scene.
What? I'm watching it again.
Watch it again. Watch it again. Green stays the same. But blue, you can see a little bit of his eyes here when he's laying down. You'll see his head will, like, he'll do the jolt, and then a little bit after Haru's walked off, he'll go face down on the ground.
Oh, he does! What?
Right?
It was like
So they got different treatment.
What? It's almost
something
like
different happened to one of them.
It's almost like green actually passes out, but blue pretends to pass out and doesn't, and then gets spooked when the creature comes over to him and actually passes out after that.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe, but that jolt is like really strange.
Yeah.
The first one. Because it almost blends in with the glitching.
Yeah, and his face definitely, like, he lowers his face.
Yeah, and he slumps down, doesn't he?
What?
It's almost like a robot shutting down.
That's so
like
true, though.
Down.
That's so true, though. Wait a minute, I'm gonna watch the green kid and see if there's anything, like, cutesy creature about his fainting.
Yeah, I was watching green and, like, nothing changed. It was so strange.
Boop, 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 boop.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay, I'm watching. Okay. This is riveting content for everyone else, I know.
You knew what they were getting into.
Yeah, green does nothing. Blue jolts, and then the creature backs up because he sees him jolt.
And
then he puts his face down.
Strange.
It is very strange.
This brings so many questions.
Aw.
I think Blue gets, like, rebooted or something. And that's why, like, wakes up without any of the, like...
Yeah, maybe.
And then maybe... I don't know, maybe Green just has trauma. Maybe Green's just, like, imagining all the hyper, like, cutesy stuff. To cope. Because Green is the first one to, like, see the horrible dead animal and freak out. I don't know.
Well, I think it was accurate to say that green is more sheltered, and blue has seen some shit.
Yeah, Blue's had to cope.
That is really weird, though. I never noticed that little jolty face down thing. That's suspicious.
I was just watching to see if Haru did anything, but I vaguely remember, like, a twitching.
He doesn't touch them, though.
Haru was doing, but Haru is not the one doing the touching. No.
No, he doesn't touch them.
I think because I was just watching my character that first time, I just remember seeing them, like, I guess react. But then I thought I was making that up. That's so strange.
That is very strange.
Oh, I really want to sit down with the maker of this game.
My fear is that this game is like the weird-ass Studio Ghibli movies where they just don't have an explanation and then none of it needs to make sense.
Yeah.
I want it to make sense. I feel like it's supposed to be like the people who are like, it's an allegory and you're supposed to learn something from it. And I'm like, I don't want to learn. I don't want to know what's going on.
I learned that I need answers.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Do you feel better for having the ending?
No. I mean, it is the quote-unquote happy ending I wanted because they do go find Haru. And I felt so bad that, like...
And they find each other again, too.
Well, yes, that too. But I felt bad because they threw rocks at him. And then that's how it was going to end. Like, Haru's just like, nobody loves me. I thought I found some friends and that was fake. And I'm just going to be alone for forever now. And that was sad. and then they go find him. So at least that's happy, but I didn't get any answers to my questions.
No says, one thing I'm also wondering is if both the kids are robots and affected by the tower. Is Haru even affected by the tower? Haru approaches them as if he sees them as humans, but does that mean the tower affects more than robots, or that Haru is being affected somehow?
No, our theory was that Haru has always seen the robots, and therefore just they're normal to him. He doesn't, that's not weird for him to see robots because that's what he always sees. So he approaches robots like how we would approach people, because that's just what he's used to and what he sees.
Or maybe he just sees smaller robots or something, and this is like,
that's what I think, though. I think they're smaller.
Charmony Dove Department? Hell no.
Charmony Dove? What?
Welcome in, Jay. It is a Honkai Star Rail meme.
Okay.
Copy pasta.
What is the significance of said meme? Le meme.
In this case, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well. Okay.
Welcome in, Jay.
Hello, Jay.
We finished up BOKURA and now we have all of the questions.
Man. I was like...
How's it going? Yeah, good.
I was so prepared for there to be another half hour where they like debrief us and go into like cutscene monologuing.
And it all makes sense.
I wanted the old guys to sit back on the train like and monologue the answers. And you know what? I bet that's not even, because there's gonna be BOKURA like the planet, like the next one, but I don't think it's a sequel to this one. I think it's just a different game with the same
like a spiritual successor.
Yeah, I don't think it's like it's gonna continue the story. So we just literally we don't get any answers. But then here's the thing.
Maybe there'll be hints in that about the real world.
Maybe it'll be in the same universe. Yeah. But
yeah, and now there'll be more hints as to like maybe it is the robot world, and there's even more hints of that. And that kind of informs some Here's the thing that like I struggle with. Like it's possible it could not mean anything. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing to it. But then how do you write something like that? Like how do the writers of this game keep track of the details if none of them matter? There has to be some underlying like lore that they have to adhere to. Otherwise, like how do you keep things consistent? I don't understand how one would do that. How do you write something that's inconsistent? I don't know, maybe there is a consistent truth to the whole thing that there aren't enough clues for us to piece together.
And I do think No's question is relevant if Haru sees himself as a human, because you said
I think Haru does.
Yeah, but then didn't you say that you think that he thinks his parents are his actual parents? Wouldn't he know they're not if he sees himself as so different from them?
Maybe. But maybe he doesn't know any better.
Because, like, that's why I thought he says he runs away because his parents were fighting and he thought it'd be better if he just wasn't there. But, like...
Maybe what he thought of it were his parents were fighting because of discovering he's like a monster. I don't know. It's tricky. I think Haru sees himself as human, but I think the reality is that there are no humans. And they all, for whatever reason, see themselves as human. And the tragic truth is that there are no longer any humans.
So
I think that's the one thing that the house, the AI in the house knows, is that like sees all of the deluded people, robots, like whatever, and knows that like, you know, they are all uncertain of the truth of things.
I wish the AI in the house had seen Haru and could have like, because the AI, I do agree with the person who said like, oh, the AI is telling the truth, because I think the AI had the clearest version of what was going on, but like he couldn't give us enough details, and that like upsets me because I wanted to know what was going on. He could only like tell us what he is a grandpa, right?
Well, just from the AI's perspective, because it's stuck in that house, obviously, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, he can go out as the dogs. He perceives things as...
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I feel like he would have seen Haru. Like, I feel like he should know what's going on there. But, like, I don't know.
Maybe there are more creatures like Haru out there, too. Like, few and far between. Maybe it's not a completely unheard of occurrence.
Well, I still want to know why, like, what the reason is that the tower makes him look like a monster to us. Why wouldn't they just make him look like a normal human with us? And my suspicion is because he, like what Noah was saying, we see some of the things in the world and interact with some things in a weird way where we're like, we need the little robots to actually assist us up and do stuff and blah, 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 blah. Haru wouldn't do that if he was actually a person. So, like, he would start moving around and it wouldn't make sense to us because it would break our perception of what's actually happening in the world. So that was always my theory. Like he's actually a person and he has to get veiled as an ugly creature so that we stay away from him. But then wouldn't his parents have always seen him like that?
But I don't think those were his parents.
Oh, well...
I don't think those were his parents.
Then why does he grab one of them? Why does he grab one of them at the end?
Well, he grabs us too.
Yeah, but that's because he knows us. He's pulling us closer.
Yeah, but he knows us because he sits in a cave with us. Why does he sit in a cave with us?
I don't know where you're going with
maybe
that.
He's just... I just think maybe as a creature, he's just curious and, like, accepting enough to, like, you know, approach robots or whatever it is he's approaching, and like whoever they are. And he did the same thing with the parent at the end. He does the same thing with us at the end. He does the same thing when he, you know, we go in the cave together and chat and all of that. Does the same thing when we pass out and he comes over and like inspects us.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of people or robots in this case. Like, he approaches them. It's them that typically run away. It's only us when we're mind boggled after the deer thing that see him as anything other than a monster,
which is the exact same thing, exact same boy.
Yeah,
which is why,
and maybe you, and I say you, maybe Green sees him as a boy because of the, you know, the big, like, make-believe that's happening, and maybe Blue sees him as a boy because of whatever happened to Blue after the deer thing with the, you know, with the jolt and the shutdown. I don't know, because Blue definitely got a different treatment there.
I do agree with what No's saying, because that was something we brought up too. Like, when we name drop Haru, the parents don't react.
That's true.
And they would if he was their kid. So I agree with you. He's not their...
I don't think he's their kid.
Yeah. And maybe...
No, the only one of them that sees Haru is the dad, is that right?
No, it's whichever parent we keep alive.
Oh, right. Yeah, whichever one. And don't they just pass out?
They do. And I feel like maybe that's why Haru goes up to them. Not because, oh my goodness, it's my mom. It's because, like, he sees a robot faint. And so he's like, oh, shit. Like, that's why he goes up to us at the beginning.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just checking on it. And he's like, oh, I see my friends. Oh, Mike, there's this robot that's passed out. And then he's like, that's why he gives it back to us. Because otherwise, why would he give it back? Like, if it was actually his dad. He'd be like, no, this is coming with me. So I feel like it's probably not. It's probably not.
If that was his dad, he would leave with the dad, but he just gives this creature back. Yeah.
Maybe the saddest version of this is, like, Haru obviously had real human parents. I don't know if I totally buy that Haru's a grotesque monster. I still kind of feel like he's a person, and maybe he did have, like, people parents, but, like, they died. Like, they're not even out there. Actually, no, new theory. I feel like, like, the people who are out in the woods looking for him, they are Haru's parents in a sense, but not entirely. I think we get memories and personalities of real people who had existed. The robots get memories and personalities of real people who had existed. So they think they're his parents.
So Haru was like a child that went missing, like, let's say 1,000 years ago for argument's sake. Yeah. And then these two robots have the personalities and memories of those two parents that went out looking for that son.
That's what I think.
Because they've been looking for 3 years.
Yeah.
which is a really long time to be like wandering around in the woods searching.
But then, like, how can Haru be a person if he has to be that, like, old? Now we're back
He's
at
not
him.
a person.
Now
He's a creature.
Okay. Well, but then why does he think he's Haru?
Here's a point. Here's an interesting one for you.
Yeah.
This might be all. It's completely a complete sideline. Haru is the only named character.
Also true.
No one. There's a lot of characters in this. You got the old man. You got the AI. You got the mom.
Yeah.
You got the dad.
Yeah.
You got the
mayor,
respective parents.
Not
the mayor,
even named.
Not even.
We don't
named.
even get a name for the town.
We don't get a name for the town. We got a name. We don't get a name for nothing. Only Haru gets a name.
Oh, and Pokemon. Pokemon.
And Pokemon, yeah. But no other character, not even ourselves or anything like that, gets a name. Only Haru.
Yeah.
Now, why is that?
That's a great question. Also, Dee Dee thinks you're the culprit behind everything, and it's like the answer is that you're evil.
Damn it, foiled again.
I don't know. Why would Haru be the only one who gets a name?
I don't know.
What logical reason, allegorical or otherwise, would there be for him to get a name? Because even if it is an allegory, there still has to be a reason for that. Like, why does he get to be named?
I don't remember Haru telling us their name.
Yeah, he does. In the cave.
Does he?
Yeah.
In
Otherwise,
the cave?
no, he doesn't tell us it. You're right. When we wake up, the blue kid goes, "Where's Haru?" And then it's like, oh, now we just like apparently it came up while like
yeah, because I think
in
like
the
Red Scarf
after of
wakes
the-
up and is like Haru, and then they're like, oh yeah, where is Haru?
yeah. Oh yeah, Red Scarf wakes up. He's like, who, Haru? And then Blue Scarf's like, yeah, the kid who was like, and he was like, oh yeah.
I feel like I noticed that last week, but then I thought, oh, maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But I noticed, I was like, I don't remember them even introducing themselves as Haru.
He doesn't in camera view. He like it's. I think we're led to believe
like
he
an
does.
off-screen
Yeah,
introduction?
we're led to believe
That's
it's
too
off
crazy.
screen. But
That's
like,
too crazy.
yeah, why does
That he
he?
doesn't even introduce himself during like any of that one bit where we're meeting them for the first time and having the conversation.
That is
But
kind
yet
of
we
suspicious.
all wake up remembering his name. Or one of us does. At least.
Yeah. And then again, like
the only named character too, and we never hear him introduce himself with that name. We just wake up remembering it.
oh,
That's weird.
that is weird. And
It's
you'd
like
still
it was
think
implanted in our brains.
you'd still think the parents would react to it if that was his name.
Yeah.
Damn. I never thought about the fact that he's the only named character.
That just came to me.
There has to be a reason for that. Out of everything, out of all of our speculating, there has to be a reason for him being the only named character.
Yeah. And he never says his name is Haru.
That's so weird.
We decide it.
Why have that be an off-screen thing? Yeah, that's weird.
No, that's definitely by design, right?
And the fact that one of them wakes up and already like kind of doesn't remember his name's Haru and has to be reminded of it.
Yeah.
By
Just
the one
kind
who
of almost
sees
goes along with it.
by the one who sees the robot world.
Yeah.
That's weird. But they call him Haru and like he responds to it.
Yeah.
Or do they ever call him Haru? They
I
reference
think
they don't say it to his face.
No, because they don't. They have two like proper interactions when they're awake. One is in the cave when they're talking, and they don't call him Haru there. It isn't until afterwards. And then one when they're throwing rocks, but they don't realize it's him until he's gone. Because they're just throwing rocks, right? And they're like, "Get away, scary creature," blah blah blah. And then it isn't until afterwards that they're like thinking it might be Haru.
So here's the thing. The game title means our different winter or whatever I said before, right?
Yeah.
Like the different winter for us. The name Haru means light, sun, joy, or clear weather. Or spring.
Or spring.
Or spring. So there is a juxtaposition there, I feel, of like us being in a winter and him being the light, the spring, the clear weather.
Yeah.
So that seems to me to imply that he is reality and we are like nothing we're seeing is real.
Yeah.
But that would mean
I can believe that.
That would mean that none of the robot stuff is real.
I think the robot stuff is probably real. It's the only way a lot of other things make sense that don't make sense the other way,
like them unscrewing heads.
The AI screwing heads, fixing people's wiring and bringing them back to life and all of that.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Only one of the robots ever gets tampered with. Like, the other boy never gets robot tampered with. Only the red shirt guy who doesn't see himself as a robot. Oh my goodness.
True.
Wow. We've streamed long enough that the gay sex is showing up. And also for some reason, Jay gets away with saying gay sex, Faye gets away with saying gay sex, but Adaptus does not.
I just had to add gay sex as a permitted term on your channel.
That's so funny. Why did two people get away with that, but Adaptus didn't? Hi, Faye!
You just got discriminated against.
I know. Wow.
Lem's auto mod.
Wow. It's not. No. They were like, it's fine if Faye and Jay say it, because
Because he's not a VIP. Oh no, that's true. VIPs can actually bypass auto mod.
There you go. There you go. That's legitimate.
It's a valid reason not to give VIP to like random strangers.
Yeah, that makes sense, Faye. It was funnier before you were all rational about it, though.
Hydro, thank you for the hydro. No.
Oh yeah, thank you. No.
Juice up, guys. We are experiencing a conundrum.
Oh God. A conundrum within a conundrum.
Yeah, because we don't know either Haru's part of everything that's fake, or Haru's real and everything we saw is fake. Like, I don't know how to marry some of this. Like, the thing is, there's no one idea that we've put forward that feels like it's plausible and we can run with it the whole way. Like, everything feels a little bit off. Nothing
is quite right, no matter which interpretation.
Anything we come up with just doesn't really fit.
Maybe that's by design.
You guys can't believe this channel discriminates against the type of sex. No, no, it discriminates against who's allowed to. Anyway.
Who's allowed to talk about the type of sex they're having.
You guys can talk about gay sex. Adaptus, that was sussy, and the channel didn't buy it. They carded him on that one. They were like, no.
We don't make the rules.
Yeah.
Automod does.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. Nothing's real. Your character's in a coma or a bad drug trip. That's what I was wondering. I'm wondering if we're in like a coma. And like we just rationalize together like when we wake up out of the coma that like everything's fine. I don't know. That's
too crazy.
Adaptus' sex card bounced. Yeah. Automod Bouncer was like, no, we're full. We have enough gay sex here.
I do like the idea that you put forward that like the robots have personalities and memories of people that actually really did exist.
Yeah, because otherwise, where would that come from? Like,
because they've all like separated themselves into like families and parents and stuff like that.
And that would be weird. Like, I don't think we're artificial intelligence and like making up. Like, I don't know. That just doesn't seem right to me. That we would not have a fake backstory and origins, because we didn't get born and grow up as toddlers. Like, if we're robots, we didn't have any of those experiences. So
yeah,
unless I
didn't see this one from maybe Haru is part of the people that manages and repair the robots if there's an issue. His parents died and he's left with robots without enough knowledge to handle them.
Oh, that's interesting. But then he can't be a creature.
Yeah, maybe. Or unless, you know, that he is just part of a race of those creatures.
Well, I had a weird theory that, like, so if, you know, we're robots, right?
Right.
Someone had to build us, right?
Yeah.
So theoretically, there would be information on us. And maybe the reason we think Haru's name is Haru is because we see that word on him.
Yeah, potentially.
I don't know why that seemed plausible to me when it arrived in my brain, but I was like, oh, maybe there's glimpses of reality that, like, cut through. And
Did
then
Haru say his parents were alive? Haru just says he wants to meet them. Yeah, no, I don't think Haru says his parents are alive. I think Haru is just like, oh, I ran away from home or whatever. And then we're like, oh, maybe those parents we met are yours. And he's like, oh, yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I think we definitely suggest that. And that is not supported at the end at all, in my opinion, because he gives the parent back to us. He would not do that if that was his parent. I don't think he would.
It's like he doesn't recognize them. Maybe he's like grabbing them to check.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, oh, no.
I think when we see him quote unquote eat stuff, it's because he got too close, and that's how we have to rationalize his bubble like overlapping with another person's. Is him eating them. Because his monster form is so much bigger than his actual form. So like when he gets right up against, there has to be a reason for it. So we just like, oh yeah, he ate him.
Maybe.
But yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's also
I'm
very
gonna
interesting.
be having like thoughts about this tonight when I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like figuring out, and I'm gonna have to text you and be like,
absolutely,
here's another one.
Absolutely.
Here's another one.
I can't believe the internet hasn't done this yet, though. Come on. I feel like I might watch some YouTube videos or that TikTok and just see if they have anything useful to say. Because I feel like it's going to be so basic ass, like, oh, the robot world is real. Like, yeah, we get that. Can you please tell us more? Like,
yeah, moving on. What's Haru?
Moving
on. Is it a weird
on.
creature?
Yeah, so that's annoying. Plus, what are we supposed to glean from the end? Like, Haru can't join back with society, even though we know he's a person, or that's what we think, because everyone else is still gonna see him like a monster. So like, what does that mean for us? Are we gonna go live out in the woods with him? Like, and how is he living out in the woods? How is he surviving? That does not make sense.
Well, see, okay, I know you don't feel like you 100% agree with this, but I feel like he is this, you know, quite large biological creature, and I think that, like, you know, he's obviously growing as well, and he has this habit in his creature form of putting things in his mouth, and, you know, yeah, like, we've seen him spit things out too, but maybe he is like, what's the word, not absorb, but like sort of consuming things and making them part of him.
Okay.
That's in my head. That's what's happening, and I think maybe he was like, "Oh, maybe I'll do that to my dad," and then like puts him in his mouth or whatever. Like has a chew around, is like, "No, this isn't my dad." Spits him back out, and then when we come to him, the friends that like he made that like he recognizes, he eats us then, and then after we've been eaten,
hello.
Because he like accepts us or whatever, he wants to like keep us or stay together, he like absorbs us, and that's when we finally see him how he sees himself.
So first of all, Noah's saying some really interesting things.
Okay.
He says that he runs away from home though because his parents are fighting, and he thinks they're fighting because of him, so he wants to like relieve the pressure by not being in the equation anymore. Like he says that to us in the cave. But it is an interesting idea that it's not really a cave and we're seeing it that way and it's a lie and it's actually like a
That's true.
Wonderful 4-star hotel with all the food he could ever need out in the woods.
Yep.
But here's the incongruous bits with him like eating people. I feel like people like when he spits out his parent, they should come out all slimy and they don't. It doesn't feel like they were in a mouth. But at the same time, if it's the idea that it's just because his bubble is overlapping with a person and we need to perceive it a certain way, he walks around after grabbing his parent. Like, he moves. So that would mean he was, like, dragging them around. And that
I don't
seems
think so.
weird.
I think he is a large creature thing.
That eats them?
I don't think eats is probably the right word. Because it doesn't really have any arms or anything. He just has, like, some tentacles.
Yeah, but he's wet,
and a
though.
very big mouth.
He's slimy wet. So when he spits it back out, why wouldn't it be slimy wet?
Is it definitely not slimy wet, though? Like, maybe we're just not seeing the slimy wet.
Oh, maybe. That's true. That's true.
I also...
The other thing is that the fact that he kind of holds on to him for a little while. Why would he do that if it wasn't really his dad? I feel like maybe it is really his dad, and then he gives him back to us because when we start throwing rocks at him, he's like, oh, they don't accept me. My parents won't either. And he gets depressed, and he's like, fine. And then he just gives the dad back when he originally was going to keep him. So that's how I originally interpreted that. Like, I thought it was his parent, but then he gets depressed, and so he gives him back.
Yeah. Maybe he was gonna eat the dad and eat us too, and then, like, we would all hang out and be together. But then when we clearly don't want to do that because we're throwing rocks and stuff, he's like, oh, okay, I'm really sad now. I'm just gonna leave, and just leaves the dad.
I think, I don't know, like, it's so hard to say.
Does come out kind of wet.
The part that really makes me feel like Haru is not a monster is the part where we see him, like, as a boy. Because we don't have a reason to see him like that.
But, like, we do have a reason to see him like that, in my opinion. Because we previously have just been told about a boy in the woods that the parents are looking for. So we, like...
Yeah, but couldn't we...
We're almost looking out for a boy in the woods.
We could see the dog like that. Like, why do we see the creature like that?
I don't know. But as No said, like, the kid's perception can't really be trusted at all, because we know they're seeing different things. It's only when they're seeing the same thing and they're on the same page that we see Haru as the creature.
Yeah, because it's interesting how not only it's not just like the world has a filter on it, like it's actually changing like walls and stuff that we see when we're like that, which is really weird. Did you feel like there was like either of us who were more consistently seeing like the right version of things, or nah?
No. It changed all the time.
Yeah,
like...
which is why that I like question the robot world being the real world. Because if the robot world is the real world, he should see the animal kid like doing. I mean, but that's when like Noah was saying we have those little robots to like make sense of it. Those little robots that are moving around with us are helping us make sense of like what we think we're experiencing.
Yeah, and I think we both have them.
Yeah.
As well. So let's say Haru sees the world as all robots.
Yeah.
And that's the truth of it.
Yeah.
Haru would just see whoever just using robots, whether it's the red scarf or the blue.
Yeah.
So nothing would appear strange to them, you know.
Okay. BOKURA. Why Haru is named.
BOKURA game Haru.
I'm getting B stars results. That's not right.
We've got something different there too. God dang it. Not enough people have played and talked about this game.
Come on.
No said, I'm just thinking he is trying to repair the robots because he does approach anyone that is lying down. That's true. That's true. Haru approaches us when we're lying down. He approaches the dad that's lying down after passing out. Runs away from us, I think, the first few times we see him as a kid, and it's only after like we chase him that we see and speak to him in the cave, and he's just like, oh, most people like run away.
Yeah, so he really only approaches people that are like unconscious.
Yeah,
and
so it's not like not like malicious or anything. Definitely not a malicious creature in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why?
So I don't think like eating the dad at the end is a malicious act. I think they're just like, I don't know.
Oh, come on, girl. Come on, girl. Well, my model's giving up. I think I gotta go.
That's fair enough.
But I'm gonna message you if I find other stuff that's interesting.
Oh, absolutely. If I find anything or like the solution comes to me in a dream, I'm hitting you up straight away.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me just for
You're
the
very
sake.
stationary.
I know. I'm fixing it.
Now I'm all alone in here.
No!
It's dark and scary.
In the spooky classroom, it's about to be darker and scarier.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hold on, it's not even working. Yeah, I can't. I gotta end stream. I'm
Okay.
miming over here.
Yeah. You're being a very good, very still statue.
Yeah, that's really
It's very
weird.
impressive.
Wait a minute. Can I? What's my other resort? Wait a minute.
This is my last resort.
Suffocation. No breathing.
No breathing.
Okay, we're good.
You're so big.
I have my backup. Yeah, I know I'm big. Wow.
You're big. I made us basically the same size.
I have a backup. Well, no, I'm closer now. See, I ran right up close to the screen. You're
that's
like,
true.
Yeah, you're like.
So you could
You're in the back.
sing Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Wait, is it Limp Bizkit?
I don't know.
Last resort.
Who knows? Who knows, man? But yeah, okay. So that was
Maybe it's
crazy.
not
Our 5 extra minutes were not really that enlightening, and
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to make peace with the
We did
lack
end
of
up
answers.
talking about it longer than I thought, though, because there was so much unanswered.
I'm so mad though. Like, it's been a year and no one's talking about this. What do you mean no one's talking about this?
Well, I think what we should do is try and like convince everyone we know to play this game, and then like make a big mass media viral thing of playing it, so then they can explain it to us afterwards.
I'm gonna stalk the devs until one of them reaches back out to me and it gives me some answers.
Yeah. See if they'll come on and explain it to us.
I just want an email. I need someone to, like, please. I need the lore. I need the background.
I need the lore.
I
Give it
can't
to me.
sleep.
Inject it straight into my veins.
Yeah, I can't sleep. It's causing me. It's you're gay. You're. I'm losing sleep over this. You owe me some answers.
Your game broke me.
Has negatively affected my experience. But yeah. So, you know, we end on a perpetual cliffhanger, I guess. We'll just never know.
Maybe there'll be another stream, and it will be BOKURA, the answers. And
I
it'll
would
just be
love
us
if the
doing
sequel.
this again.
I would love if the sequel gives secret hints, but it looks very different. Like the whole setup looks very different.
It does, but I'm willing to play it with you if you'll have me.
Absolutely. So we can so we can be depressed over our lack of answers again. Maybe the next one,
yeah.
maybe the planet one won't be as like, maybe it won't have as crazy of a nonsensical story. Maybe it will. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm excited now.
Maybe they'll go harder on like the puzzle stuff. I mean, the puzzles are really, really fun. Like,
Yeah,
the
I
whole
love that.
using, communicating to solve them thing was like, just from a pure gameplay perspective, ignoring the story and everything from a second, I really love playing this game. Like, it was such a unique concept of like, using different perspectives to try and solve things.
Yeah, and it was I liked how it felt like a really nice mix of back and forth between sharing the screen and then seeing different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it wasn't like the whole time like the stop talking and you like keep talking and nobody dies or whatever that game is, where like you never see the same thing and you're always doing this weird communicate thing. Like that can be frustrating. Yeah. But this was a nice.
There's a lot of back and forth between like this person is the talker and explainer and this person is the doer, and vice versa. Like sometimes you had to press the buttons while I told you which ones.
Yeah.
And other times I had to like navigate you through something as you like did all the actions, and I like Yeah, it was very good back and forth. I feel like it treated both player characters with enough variety.
Thought that was done so well. Yeah, it was good.
At the end, maybe the character's vision changes because Haru manages to change their programming to display the correct setting.
Oh!
There's a 10-year gap, so maybe I found out how to do it since he's living closer to the tower.
Ooh!
Watch the Planet 1 be a completely different story, only to name drop Haru somewhere in the middle of the game and everyone loses their minds.
I mean, I don't know. I like No's theory that Haru figures out how to fix the programming. But then he can't be a creature, so then that blows your theory out of the water.
Yeah. I mean, this is the problem with all of the theories we've had, is that none of them make 100% sense, because there's always something that's just like, but then how does this happen?
I'm very satisfied with them actually being robots. I don't know how Haru fits into it.
Yeah,
that's
Haru's
the problem.
The anomaly.
That's the problem. He's literally the anomaly, but we don't know in what way.
Yeah. Is he just a real human living in a robot world? Is he like some sort of creature living in a robot world? And is he able to alter the way people perceive him? Is the system altering how people perceive him? Like god damn it. Gosh dang it.
Maybe the reason they see him correctly at the end is because they override the programming. It's like because they know what's actually happening now, the programming, like their free will overrides their programming and it can't keep making him look fake.
Haru could just be completely made up. No, let's not go down that route.
That's
the whole thing can be made up.
Yeah, that's too confusing. Because that's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, they had a friend die.
Is Pokemon even a real game?
Wait a minute. Yeah. I don't know.
It's tough.
Okay, but I gotta go.
Okay. Thank you so much for playing with me.
Yeah, that was so good.
Last year of BOKURA streams.
That was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah.
Are you continuing or are you ending?
I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna go get some snacks and stuff.
Me too. I'm
gonna be playing, I think, some SCP with people, but I'm not gonna be streaming it.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Remind me what that is.
But if you wanna,
what's SCP?
The SCP. Well, this game anyway. This game is called. It's free.
Yeah.
It's called SCP Secret Lab.
Okay.
And it's like a what's the word? An asymmetrical like horror game where some people are playing as creatures.
Secret Lab?
Yeah, Secret Lab. Secret Laboratory. And yeah, I've been playing with a group of people. You might know LabGaz.
I do know LabGaz. Is it a Steam game?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
What can I find it?
I can send you the store page if you want.
Okay. I mean, if it's a horror game, I do have a lot of like gore stuff censored, so sometimes stuff doesn't show up when I try to look for it.
Yeah, it's not overly like gory or anything. Basically, like some people are playing as the creatures, and some people are playing ordinary civilians or like scientists or like guards, and you sort of change which characters you're playing as you're going along. So like if you get killed as a scientist, you might respawn a bit while later as a guard and all this.
Oh, weird.
And it's mostly like a get out of the facility / defeat the monsters, and if you're playing as the monsters, you gotta hunt down all the people. It's really fun. It's a lot of fun to play with people. It's sort of it's a bit like playing Lethal Company with like proximity chat and stuff too.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you want to check it out, go watch Gaz's stream in probably about an hour or so.
Okay.
Because we'll be playing a bit of it there.
SCP free to play.
Yeah.
What?
Free to play.
Free to play.
No, don't try to hit us with the "it was all a dream."
Yeah.
I said no, I meant as in if their perception of the world already can't be trusted, they're both seeing one person that actually doesn't exist, like an NPC in a game. Yeah, maybe. I'm less inclined to believe that. I think if anything's real, Haru has to definitely be real.
Yeah, but real in what way?
I don't know.
Real to your eyes.
I don't know. Lem, when are you streaming next?
On Sunday, I'm playing Final Fantasy like I do every Sunday.
Yes.
I think there's a Halloween event, but I don't know if it's still going to be going on when Sunday gets here.
Saints Wake? Of course, it must be.
Someone said there's a clown outfit that you could get from it, and now I have a goal.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
I need to renew my sub.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
Uh-oh.
I want a clown outfit. I'm very excited now.
Yeah. I'm gonna check this out.
Oh,
that's not a clown outfit. That's super cool.
Final Fantasy 14. All Saints Wake 2020. Give me, what is this? Hold on. Give me the info, the deets.
Look at that outfit.
Oh, hey, this purple one?
Yeah.
Is that what people are getting? I've seen some people wearing this.
Yeah, that's apparently from the
Hello.
The thing. When does it run out? Monday 4th? Okay, I gotta play this. I gotta play this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get any of it, I feel. But you know, it looks cool. And then I'll have regular people clothes. That's been my goal since the beginning.
One thing I must say I love about Final Fantasy 14 events with like limited time rewards like this. Yeah. You don't have to grind anything. You go, you do the quest, you get the thing.
That's
typically.
not. I mean, whatever the last thing was, there was grindiness to it. Because I
think the Fall Guys was one of the only like big grindy things.
The last time I streamed Final Fantasy was 2 weeks ago, and there was an event going on where you needed to do this treasure map thing and get this kind of a currency, and the Moogle guy was going to keep track of it.
Oh, the Moogle tombstones?
Yeah, that was grindy. That was very grindy. And that's why everyone was at the gold saucer, because they needed to get Moogle tombstones for the...
They sort of are like things that go on for a long time, though, and they give you like bonus rewards for doing stuff you would typically already do. But with like actual seasonal events like Christmas and Halloween and Easter and stuff like that, they always have like some cosmetics. And they've just got like a short story quest that you do, and then you basically unlock everything with that.
Okay. I really
hope
I can...
a lot of these outfits and stuff end up going into the real money store like a year later. So they do become available again. But you always get the opportunity to earn them for free first.
Okay. I really hope this is completable at my level and what I can access, because I'm going to be really sad.
You need to be level 15 to start it.
Let's go. Okay. So I have a goal. I know what I'm doing on Sunday. We're going to try to get this outfit.
I might jump on and join you at the same time.
Ooh, let's go.
Not on stream, but just in game.
Yeah.
Because I gotta get it too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. In sync. That's actually what I was.
Nice outfit.
That's actually what I was gonna suggest we do if we didn't, because BOKURA took 5 minutes. If we hadn't wanted to debrief, I was gonna be like, oh, you want to play Final Fantasy?
Bro, we needed a debrief.
Yeah, and we didn't learn anything. Although we did discuss some interesting ideas with that one.
Dead.
I like a lot of what No said. That was No had some good ideas. I think No's onto something with some of that stuff.
I'm glad we had someone here that also is like throwing out the ideas and shit.
Yeah, that's very helpful, because I don't know what I'm talking about ever.
Same.
You know what the problem was? I didn't break out the MS Paint. That's why we couldn't figure it out.
That's true. How can you understand anything if you're not?
Oh my goodness! Why didn't I do that? Wow, what a missed opportunity.
It worked so well for you the first
time. To connect the dots.
I need answers as well.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so happy we could provide nothing for you, know.
Yeah. You get nothing!
You
nothing!
Lose!
This game
Good day.
Was a good Halloween game because it was a trick and a treat.
Yeah, the trick was it took us a year to complete.
Well, the trick was they didn't explain anything! They're like,
took us a
you
year
do
and we
this.
got nothing.
Play this game again and you'll get answers. Okay. Well, just kidding. Play it one more time and you'll get answers. Okay. Just kidding. You don't get to know anything.
More questions.
Yeah.
More questions.
Wow. Wow.
Oops, sorry. All questions.
A year to learn nothing. I'm frustrated, but we did get a happy ending, which was my real goal all along. So at least, you know,
that should be everyone's goal all of the time.
Right. I don't need to know anything. I just need to be happy. That's, you know, we learned. That's the point, actually, of the game. I figured it out.
We saw, we learned.
Yes, exactly. The point of the game is nothing matters unless you're happy.
Nothing matters. Have
We're
fun.
walking away with that.
That's something to cling to.
It was the friends we made along the way.
Hell yeah.
Oh my
Hell
goodness. Yeah. Okay, well.
Do you have anyone you would like to raid today?
This is the question.
That is the question.
That it is. Hmm.
We were gonna raid Faye.
Do you wanna?
I know, asshole.
Yeah, Faye. I was gonna raid you. What are you doing, raiding me? You're supposed to stream longer than us.
How could you?
Do you wanna raid Gummy?
Oh yeah, Gummy is playing Holocure.
I love Holocure too. That's so fun.
I love Holocure. They just had. Well, I don't know if they just had an update, but I just today watched a trailer for the new update. I don't know if it's out yet.
Ooh, that's
Maybe
right!
It is, and that's why Gummy's playing it.
I forgot about that, but Gummy's stream title also says Gummy's big surprise revealed at some point during the stream. So I don't. We'll get to find out. Yeah, we'll get to find out if the surprise was revealed or not.
Maybe the real surprise was the Haru we met along the way.
Do you want to have a joint raid message, or do you want to use our own?
Depends. How quickly can you come up with a good joint raid message?
Give me 1 minute to think.
Let me cook.
Let me cook.
We could just say we've come for your big surprise.
Oh yeah. Tell us the surprise.
Hand it over.
Hand over the surprise. Okay, so how should we do that? Can we use global emotes? I don't think I'm sub to you anymore.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, of course.
How do I?
What's a good global emote?
I know. Did you see the one I got during? I got a really weird one. You won't have it, which is sad. But I got one that's so funny. Let me see. I'm put it in your stream. Where is it? Where'd it go? I got a hype train. I got a special hype train emote, and it's so crazy.
Ooh woo.
Yeah, it's perfect for me though. It's like very like Halloween-y. You're gonna see in a second. Hold on, I'm finding it. I'm finding it.
I'm finding
it in me. I'm finding it in me. Look at them apples.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that so weird? Why is that a hype train emote?
I like it.
I want my daily prank. There we go.
Oh yeah, get pranked, bro. Oh, how about this global emote? I think it's global anyway. Gib.
Gib. Yes.
Gib, big surprise.
Gib surprise. Gib surprise now.
Gib surprise now. So hold on.
Gib surprise, please. We gotta be gracious, you know. We can't demand. We can't bust into this man's stream being.
Gib surprise now, please.
Gib surprise now, please.
Like that. Oh
yes,
God,
yeah, like that.
On my screen.
Whoops.
Gib surprise now, please. I like it.
Gib surprise now, please.
Gib surprise now, please.
Okay, so that's gonna be the raid message.
Heck yeah.
Let's start our raids.
Ooh, starting the raids. Ooh, firing up the engines.
Firing the engines. Choo choo.
Raid Gummy Draco.
Brandon Gummy.
Raid started.
Raid started.
Let's kick this off.
Yeah. Any final words? Any final words?
My final words is that I know nothing. And I don't mind.
We're not gonna worry about it. Yeah, exactly.
We're not gonna worry about it.
Sounds good
to me.
Not
gonna worry about it until it wakes me up at night.
Sounds good to me, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. Happy Dia de los Muertos. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
And have a good weekend.
All of the good stuff. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.